Welcome to my channel. Now let's get right into it. Now, the leader of the Democratic House, the House leader of the Democratic Party, Hakeem Jeffries, stated recently in a press conference that there is no evidence of voter fraud in the state of California. And what we did was we presented Exhibit A, because Exhibit A was California woman federally charged with paying individuals, including homeless people, on LA Skid Row to register to vote. And that was that's the Department of Justice and the ABC News. LA County woman pled guilty to paying people on Skid Row to vote and to register. NBC News, woman charged with paying homeless people to register. Federal prosecutor accused a 64-year-old Marina Del Rey woman of paying people, some on Los Angeles Skid Row, to register to vote. So Hakeem Jeffries said that there's no evidence. So that is a bald-faced lie. Okay, he knows about this. And that is evidence, and we presented that as Exhibit A, but we're going to give you Exhibit A1, A2, and A3. Okay, so stick with me. I'll be real quick with it today. My schedule is pretty busy, but I have to do my due diligence to stay consistent to provide the information to the people, because God's people shall not perish due to lack of knowledge. Now, this is Exhibit A1. We presented Exhibit A. This is A1. Check this out.
The voter fraud.
Right across the street from where we do outreach at.
What were they doing over there?
We're giving people $4 or $5 to sign up for Mayor Bass.
Oh, for voting?
Yeah.
Wow, right there?
Yeah.
Man, while all these people are waiting, they're doing voter fraud. Crazy.
Okay, that was Exhibit A1. Now here's Exhibit A2. Check this out.
Do you want to speak with us real quick? Yeah. The heart of LA's homeless crisis on Skid Row. What's it like out here?
It's nice.
Fun.
It's fun?
Mm-hmm.
Now the center of concerning questions about signature gathering and voter registration.
So they're just trying to collect signatures, get paid, and so in return, we'll offer you a few bucks, and there you go on your merry way.
Some say they've never seen it.
Well, no, they've never seen any of that.
It's happening. For sure it's happening.
Others say it happens all the time. How often do you see these signature signer people?
Every day.
People on Skid Row with clipboards accused of offering money or cigarettes in exchange for signing documents.
They will pay you to fill out a petition. Cigarettes, here you go. Money, here you go.
What kind of stuff do they want you to sign?
Just those are like petitions and stuff like that?
It's like promises like housing or this is for like a new governor or something like that.
What address do people put on there?
Most people use that just right there.
Do they also try to get you registered to vote?
They can, but that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. But yeah, they try. They have a way to register you to vote.
Earlier this week, Brenda
There she
Armstrong
go.
pleaded guilty in federal court
That's her right there.
to paying another person to register to vote, which is illegal. According to her plea agreement, Armstrong spent nearly 2 decades working as a paid petition circulator, oftentimes on Skid Row.
It's the biggest group of mass people, gathered in one place. But also you have the most people who won't do nothing without a dollar because half of them are on drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Outside LA City Hall, only about a mile away, some people say that they see these signature collectors here as well.
It's that you sign, like you're voting.
And you gotta sign as this.
So they give you the name to sign?
Everything.
So you're not even giving your own name. According to the California Post, voting records show 1,160 people with a voter registration address here, the Midnight Mission on Skid Row. We asked the LA County Registrar how this could be possible when the shelter has just 120 beds. They say individuals experiencing homelessness may register by identifying a location where they regularly stay.
They have us like a name already set for us, and they just want the little signature.
So they give you names to sign.
Some, yeah, a lot of them do.
Federal prosecutors say their investigation continues as questions grow behind some of those signatures.
I think that it is stupid because most people here on Skid Row have nothing that they can actually use.
Tonight, it's unclear who's getting these signatures and for what. A whole lot of questions remain. Reporting downtown, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News.
Now, that's evidence, okay? That's evidence that will be used by the federal prosecutor. So when Hakeem Jeffries goes on record and says that, the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, did not provide any evidence. Okay, well, here's the evidence. That's not his job to do so. That's the job of the people, because we, the people, have to stand up and do what's right, because our elected officials got their hands tied. So whoever, put them in office, they have an agenda that they have to stand by. This is why the independents, the nonpartisan independents, are stepping up and replacing the NAACP, replacing the Congressional Black Caucus, and handling Black Matters, because this is what the whole purpose and the mission statement of my whole platform, A Better Black America, is for. We seek solutions and resolutions to create a better world. Because if we could tackle poverty, if we could tackle crime, if we could tackle, the most important things, the mass incarceration, get a constitutional amendment, we can actually fix this country, one city at a time. But since he said that there's no evidence, okay, and I like to do things in threes, I'm going to give you one more, okay, because like I said, this is proof that this is going on. Now, it has to be presented in court. There has to be, some type of charges, but there's going to be some type of reforms, because there's a whole lot of these videos and a whole lot of people coming out with this nonsense. So let me go here. Let me see here the last one, and then I'm going to get up out of here. Check this out.
Los Angeles' Skid Row is home to thousands of homeless residents, but behind the tents is another economy operating in plain sight.
They buy signatures and provide you with the address.
Weird.
All right, so you're going to do Barbara Gilbert, address, city, stays it.
Okay, cool.
Wow. This particular investigator actually has, some good intel. Okay, because they're basically showing how they do it in terms of what names to put down, the address to put down. They got an actual list of names, and these might be expired dead people's names that's still on the voter rosters. We don't know, allegedly, but we're going to find out real soon.
Line 5. No, do line 7.
He looked up on some system on his phone and typed in my name and provided me an address to write down. And they pay you.
How much for the board?
I paid $4, but after paying him, I'm only have 3 left over.
He didn't ask for my ID, no nothing.
I didn't give you your 4, right? No. You put the signatures? I know.
Te dio 4 fulas.
See, man.
Several people told us they signed simply because they needed the money, but had no clue what they were signing.
We had no money, so we were there for $10, Yeah, so we signing that shit, I don't know for what that for.
Some listings advertise up to $1,200 a day, paying about $20 per signature.
Shit, I'm gonna give it out 2. He giving out 2 before.
Not paying $2?
California law prohibits paying people to sign petitions for ballot initiatives. Signatures must be completely voluntary. One petitioner even had a method to keep signatures from being flagged.
You're gonna do right here, bro. 5 pages, and then switch the name. If you do all the way through every single one, everything is on one, they're gonna be like, yo, that's not right. It's fraud.
They know the beat, though. They should just accept that, no?
Yeah, they know the beat, but they don't accept it, because what they do is they turn it into their bigger boss.
Okay.
And then their bigger boss has like another validation team.
At one point, he received a call from someone he appeared to report to.
Hello? Everything moving. Yeah, it's kind of slow, but the problem right now is the dollars.
The conversation suggested that work on the street was being tracked and managed.
Number 4, you haven't done 5 papers yet, right?
Some people are selling signatures, some people are buying them, and somewhere down the line, those signatures turn into something bigger.
I was out here for a whole year, every single day back in 2022.
Probably making bread.
Los Angeles.
Wow. So, House Leader Hakeem Jeffries, okay, he says that there's no evidence. Okay, I just provided you with some Exhibit A, Exhibit A1, A2, and A3. So you could just imagine, the evidence that the federal prosecutors have, and you could just imagine them flipping the individual who pled guilty back in May. So like I said, the devil is a lie, and we have to tell the truth to shame the devil. And we are going to step our game up and get to a whole nother level, because, this hypocrisy, this madness, this garbage, the way we vote, the way we scheme and scam and all of that has to come to an end. Okay. And it's top down. So I'm knowing the governor's going to have to speak about it. I'm knowing, like I said, Bass and the candidates has nothing to do with it, because everybody else is sacrificing their lives and their livelihood, just for the greater good of what they don't even know anything about. So with that being said, we just presented evidence that there's voter fraud and cheating going on in the state of California. So with that being said, have an amazing day. Hit that like, hit that notification, hit that subscription to stay in to know what's going on. And sometimes, you know, we straight politic, but I do a lot of other things as well. But I basically had to respond to the House leader, Hakeem Jeffries, stating that there's no evidence of voter fraud in the state of California. So with that being said, have a good day. This is your man, Bushan Glover, signing out. A Better Black America TV on YouTube, A Better Black America radio show on Facebook, and all the other platforms. With that being said, have a great day. Peace out.